guys, welcome back. I have a new video today and it is on a brand new product that I just picked up, and this is from Flashbang Holsters. Now, I never expected to actually pick something like this up. I was honestly kind of against them for a little while, but I figured I might as well go ahead, give it a try, do a review, and maybe find a couple outfits that this would be a primary carry for. Here is the actual Flashbang. This particular one that I got is from their boutique series. It is their full Kydex Follow Your Arrow. And I did pick up, I believe this was the royal purple leather straps. So there are three, the one that's attached, a longer one, and an even longer one. So you've got three different lengths of straps. So like I said, this is a full Kydex shell holster. It is a clamshell style, and so it is very similar to like this Southern Bullets holster that I have. But if you haven't heard of this before, the whole premise behind the Flashbang is that it's a holster specifically geared towards women, and it's supposed to be worn up under the bust. So we'll go ahead, give that a try, and we'll see how all this goes. I know some people absolutely love this. If you haven't seen Jessica's Instagram or YouTube, she absolutely loves this holster, uses it probably like 3 or 4 days out of the week. But we'll see how comfortable this is and we'll give it a try. So like I said, there are 3 different straps depending on the width of that middle part of your bra. So that is supposed to clasp around that centerpiece on your bra, and then the whole thing is supposed to go up under the band. And then the actual gun itself, so I've got my shield here. I will go ahead and unload it for this demo. Nice. So as you can see, it is fully unloaded now. So the way you get this in is you're supposed to take the back end of the gun to the back end of the holster, and it just kind of clips right in there, actually quite nicely. So as you can see, this can be hard to demo, it does have full retention. I am actually pulling the clamshell open a bit, and it is not going anywhere. And it does fully protect the trigger guard. Maybe a little open over there, but yeah, that's how that goes in. And then theoretically, once it's on, you should just be able to pull straight down. It's gonna be hard to do without having it actually attached. Well, let's just get this on. Alright, so hopefully this makes it a little bit easier to explain and demo. So here I just have one of my underwire bras. This is from Victoria's Secret, of course, discontinued now. And then here is the actual Flashbang. So I specifically ordered the right-handed, so the clasp part goes on the outside, so that will be facing away from you. And then this will actually be what is up against your skin. And so since this is the right-handed, down here is where the grip would be, and here would be the barrel end. So the whole thing slips under the band, and then the leather strap will go under and around and clips right on. So there are actually 2 ways to do this. You can either have it in the high ride position, which is where it is now. So the strap is on the bottom side, so the whole thing sits a little bit higher. You can also go in here with a screwdriver, loosen that up a little bit. Since I don't have a screwdriver on me. Oh, loosen enough just to flip it around, so that now the strap is going over. And it will now sit in a slightly lower position. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to prefer, but we will go ahead and try both of those out. Okay, so this is a pretty typical outfit for me, just a pair of jeans and either a button-down shirt or a t-shirt. And I actually do prefer to carry in a Kydex holster like this on my hip. I do have my shield in there. This is the This is the fabric clip from Wingman Holsters and Southern Bullets. Every once in a while, if for some reason I can't conceal it on my strong side like this, I will either move it to the appendix or about the 4:30, 5 o'clock position, just depending on how tight the shirt is, where it's fitted. But in an outfit like this, I think over here is perfectly fine. Alright, so I did go ahead and change out holsters. I no longer have that Southern Bullets one on. And I do have the Flashbang on, and that is right up here. And I gotta say, it does feel very weird. It is very, I don't know, almost boxy. Because it's definitely, I can definitely feel it right there. It is very stiff because it is full Kydex. But honestly, you can't tell. I definitely feel like, though, since you do have the gun and the holster kind of pushing out on the bra, that definitely feel bigger than I normally am. But then as far as ease goes, it'd be very simple just to clear up like you would anyways. And then you just pull straight down. And it actually clears quite nicely. It does tend to flip out when you do draw. So yeah, it is definitely very, even without the gun in there now, there's no gun, it's just the holster. It still feels very weird. It'll definitely take some getting used to. And I don't think this will be like an everyday carry type of thing, but there are definitely a couple outfits I can think of that I would use this in. So this right now, you can see the strap is going over instead of under. So this is their low carry position. Let's go ahead and try the high carry now. So this outfit right here is the main reason I bought the Flashbang. While I don't wear a whole lot of crop tops, during the summer every once in a while I do like to go ahead and take some kind of button down and tie it up a little bit just to kind of help with the heat. And I do also have some where I would have a tank top on underneath this, but it still has the same problems with the waistband. Clearly, there's no way to hide anything along the waist. And while the jeans are boot cut, there's still not quite enough room to be able to hide an ankle holster in there. So, the best option I have for that is the Flashbang. And that actually works quite nicely. Another day and I have another outfit here for you. Now, typically in this tight shirt, I would not be able to carry on my waist, and these pants are not big enough in the ankles to be able to ankle carry. So typically if I was wearing this outfit, I'd have to have some kind of vest or jacket over the top to help cover, typically somewhere around the 3 o'clock position. But I am carrying right now. And it is currently in the Flashbang. So here's another outfit I think the Flashbang would work really well for. Because of the cut of the skirt, I could do a thigh holster, but it would be really high up and it would be quite uncomfortable. I could do a holster with a fabric clip, but the waistband on this is actually quite thin and flimsy. It doesn't really hold a whole lot. It's basically just the elastic. And so normally what I would do is wear a belly band, but that can get kind of hot and uncomfortable during the summer. So I think the Flashbang would work perfect for this, especially with how loose and flowy the top is. Now I absolutely do not need to be wearing a sweater this time of year, but I wanted to go ahead and pick this up when I placed the order, and it was just so cute that I wanted to go ahead and try it out anyways. So I do have the Flashbang on underneath, and I think with how fitted it is all the way through the body, I think it might be a little difficult to actually conceal with my standard inside the waistband. I think this works great with the Flashbang. Alright, I've got one final outfit for you all. Now, typically with this I could go ahead and either wear a belly band or an inside the waistband, but I did want to go ahead and mix that up and just try out the Flashbang. So I got that right up here. And I also have my pocket knife and a spare mag. So this is my first day wearing the Flashbang all day long, and I've had it on for, oh god, it's about 6 o'clock p.m. So I've had it on for probably about 10 hours now, and just got through a full day working at the office. Just went to Walmart to pick up some groceries, and I noticed throughout the day that it did start to shift a little bit. It did shift down quite a bit, so kind of throughout the day I was picking it up, and you can even see now that it did sink down quite a bit. So now the grip of the gun is pointing out quite a bit, and I don't think that's all because of the seatbelt. So it's easy enough to adjust. So now it's sitting back in its normal spot. It is about 85 degrees here today, so it is quite warm. It hasn't been too terribly uncomfortable for how much I have been sweating, because I'm not at all dressed for summer. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why that keeps sinking down. I do have the smallest possible strap on, so there's no way that I could, unless, I don't know, I maybe punched another hole in there to make it fit a little bit tighter, but this is the smallest strap that they make that's currently on right now. So I do have it right there. Yeah, it's definitely, throughout the day I've noticed myself adjusting, not necessarily the gun itself, but I can definitely tell my bra just doesn't fit right, which makes sense when you've got an inch of plastic and metal wedged between it and your body. But it definitely does not fit in the normal way. So I don't know if it's something that's just going to take some getting used to. Like I said, this probably isn't going to be my everyday carry holster. I can't imagine that I'm going to be carrying it all the time. The number one thing I don't like about it is I know that right now that the barrel is pointing straight out. So every person I'm driving by right now, any person I walk by is not technically in the line of fire, because it does have full trigger guard. I don't have my finger on the trigger. But still, if you're following the 4 basic rules of firearm safety, one of them is never point it, which I guess I'm not technically pointing it at, but it's weird considering all my other holsters have always been facing down. So that was the main issue I had when I first bought this, or when I was even thinking about buying it, is that it's always facing in a weird direction, and that's why I've never been big on shoulder holsters, and the fact that I find them uncomfortable. But it's weird. So I don't know, I might give this a try again tomorrow. I'm not going to return it by any means. I like having it as an option just for those few outfits, but I highly, highly doubt this is going to be my favorite everyday holster. So check in with you guys later tonight. So it's finally the end of my work day, and I've been in this outfit, it's about 7:30, almost about 12 hours now, and I'm ready to go change. I have noticed, I'm not sure if it's just the particular fabric of this shirt or just the way that it's styled, if it's because it concaves a little bit more, if it's because this drop down right here, I'm not sure what it is, but I definitely do see a little bit of that button poking through, even more so than the grip, which I have kind of noticed throughout the day, but the button is what I've seen a little bit more, and has kind of bothered me throughout the day. But I've definitely noticed that it has been sinking more and more throughout the day, kind of adjusting down. So I have had to slide that back up in there a couple times. So still incredibly comfortable though, especially considering how hot it is right now. Yeah, and I've noticed, especially going upstairs, if I'm hopping up the stairs, that I can definitely feel, even now, I can feel that it's sank quite a bit lower than where it started. And I am going to keep this on for a little bit more today, but I definitely do want to change out my outfit. So I did change out into an outfit that's a little bit more summer appropriate. Just a really lightweight shirt that I tied up, a button-down shirt that I tied up, and a pair of white shorts. And actually these pants are another perfect reason to have something like the Flashbang. Even if I were to have this shirt all the way down to the point where my waist would actually be covered up, I don't have any belt loops, so there goes any hopes of any kind of clip-on holster. I could wear a belly band, but with the fabric being a little bit thinner and my belly band being black, it might show through. I guess I could get a tan belly band. I could also do the fabric clip holsters that I have, or ulti-clip, but see that drawstring right there? Yeah, that ends right there. So all of that, it's a fake drawstring. Bad enough that they give women fake pockets, now we don't even get real drawstrings. So it's all just elastic, and these pants are loose enough that I think with the fabric clip or ulti-clip, it would just weigh it down and wouldn't be able to hold up. So another great reason to have Flashbang.